Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, or whatever time you're watching this. YouTube? YouTube, you're on my bad side, okay, YouTube? You've ticked me off, and you've made me slightly upset. But not really. Essentially what happened was, yesterday's video, the kickback video, it got limited ad revenue for some reason. Or limited ad, essentially no ads. Limited revenue, no ad revenue. And I watched the video back. I checked the first few minutes. There was no swearing, no like explicit content. Maybe it's because I was talking about like doing unaliving with shooty McBangbangs, but I don't know. So I requested a review. 800 views later, which is pretty much a video's lifespan for me. Like a good video's lifespan. It did well. You guys are amazing for watching that. So it gets approved for ad revenue. I'm like, man, why couldn't y'all do this before it got 800 views? But anyway, that's enough about that, because today we're talking about the forgotten child of the Ogryn's weapon, the Krourk MK5 twin-linked heavy stubber. Now, as you can see here, this is not a 360 or above gun, but it is one we got from the Emperor, and it was actually pretty decent in terms of the stats. And obviously the Blessing Blaze Away is pretty solid, even at 3. And I put on Charmed Reload just because it's Charmed Reload. Why not, you know? And then obviously perks, 25% flak damage, 10% reload speed. And I'm taking the Brunts Basher Mach 3 Bullet Club. Now, yesterday I said I don't like taking the Gun Lugger with heavy stubbers, because I feel it kind of nerfs you a bit in terms of in dealing with stuff like crushers, even like some monstrosities and all that, as the Ogryn. But I decided, you know what, we'd take it today so that we can just show the Krourk in both its normal form and its point-blank barrage form, to kind of show it off in its strongest forms, personally. But I think the heavy stubbers, as I said, I don't really think they benefit from point-blank barrage as much as something like a Ripper gun or a Rumbler or Kickback or even Grenadier Gauntlet. I feel like if you're going those, I would take either of these two personally. But anyway, that's enough yapping from me. Let's get into a match, shall we? Alrighty. Now, I used the Krourk a decent amount before the Gorgum came out, but I much preferred the Ripper gun and the Rumbler. I mean, I think the Gorgum is still the best, maybe not the best anymore, might be being outshone by the Kickback, but it's definitely one of the best weapons in the game, just in terms of versatility. It's got range, it's got damage, it's got horde clear, you know. And the Krourk can just kind of like, I haven't seen anyone use their Krourk. I've seen people use the Achilles, because it shoots fast. The Krourk also shoots fast, to be honest. But I feel like it damage just isn't there. Kind of similar to the Achilles compared to the Gorgum. Doesn't mean it's a bad gun, it's just not as good as its comparison. Might as well just do this real quick. Definitely feels pretty good in point blank barrage. It's got a lot of more control than the Achilles. And I took the Brunts Basher just in case I have to deal with something with Carapace, because obviously it's going to do a bit more than the knife. I was thinking of taking the Power Maul, but man, the Power Maul just... Talking about weapons that are just bad, right? I mean, it's not bad, it's just... It's not as good as it was. Although getting 500 ammo is pretty nice. But I do have the ammo reserve feat, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, the Krourk feels pretty good at this moment. Oh. Please don't shoot me. Thank you. Oh. Aye. Oh, hello, Mr. Crusher. You scared the hell out of me. Now, hold on, before I start yapping again, let me actually get out of this scenario. Ooh. Oh, nice, we got someone to replace the bot almost immediately. Woo. One day I should just do a big Ogryn mega episode where I use all 3 of the heavy stubbers and just to show them off. Wow. Like the Krourk still feels fine here. It's just the only issue is that all the heavy stubbers have to compare themselves to the Gorgum, and that's just a losing matchup. Because the Gorgum's got the accuracy at range, it's got the damage, the pierce, the like power. It just feels better to shoot. I don't know. Also, I took a 10% reload speed perk because reloading these things takes literal years off your life if you don't have it. That trapper got pushed over twice. Where's this trapper at, yo? A bomber? Trapper? Whatever they're called. Now, some people wanted the lore to the PNG that I have of the Inquisitor lady. And I will say, most of it exists in my brain. I have not written it down in any medium or physical form. So the lore is pretty much, it's pretty simple. One sec. Essentially, her name is Inquisitor Liliandra. The world she came from is unknown even to the Inquisition. Although, well, at least her colleagues in the Inquisition. Not necessarily not known to the Inquisition, you know what I'm saying? Ow, dog. Nice. Oh my god, that's enough mutants. Push the button. Nice. Her homeworld and her house or family or name or anything like that, I'd take. There's like 3 bombers, I can smell them. Which just translates to I don't know yet. I don't know. So I've just kind of left it open to whenever I figure it out. She is part of the Ordo Hereticus. Because, you know, heretic bad. Now I was partly thinking maybe doing Ordo Malleus. But I figured Ordo Hereticus is also just fine, because I think Ordo Hereticus, Ordo Malleus, essentially the same thing. Not literally, but they get the... I mean, if you're an Inquisitor, right? I mean, Eisenhorn's Inquisitor from Ordo Xenos, and he deals with chaos shit quite often. She's part of the... Whoa. Sorry. Oh my god. Holy moly. Sorry. As I said, Ordo Hereticus, alright? Because heretic bad. Cool. Now, she is a psyker, as you might be able to see from her purple glowing eyes and the void black retinas? Corneas? Void black eyes with purple pupils, or whatever. I don't remember what the anatomy of an eyeball is. Leave me alone. However, she's not like the biggest psyker in the world. Most of her psychic ability is used to interrogate potential heretics and to improve her physical prowess. And improve her physical prowess in the way of making up for what she lacks, because she is crippled. Her right leg is missing a big old chunk of muscle, so she can't walk too good. Now you may be saying, oh, but she's an Inquisitor, why doesn't she just get replacement? She has access to that stuff. Yeah, you're right. However, I watched House when I made this character up, so, you know, influenced. But also, it's like a bait and switch, if you will. Oh, it's just a cripple. We don't have to worry about a cripple, and then there's a bolt round in your chest. You know, it's just how it is. The Hurricane is her psychic, like... It's essentially, like, works as her, like, psychic staff, if you will. I think it's called Psychic Conduit or something. It's a force weapon, is what I'm saying. I can't remember, is it called... It works as like a psychic conduit in what essentially or psychic focus, if you will. Okay, actually I'm kind of liking the Krourk right now. Still like the Gorgon more, but the Krourk's definitely having all those bullets is really nice. It's got a huge clip, 114. And how she lost her muscles, orcs. She was on an orc slave ship for about a week and a half, and one of them just like took a chomp out of her leg. But then the orcs had an Ogryn board them with a warband, and it was all bad. Anyway, her personal assistant is Bog. Actually, her like right-hand guy is Bog, because I thought, you know what, Bog time. Now, Bog could be a key to where this Inquisitor came from, because she admits that he is one of his oldest friends, and she's known him for forever. And Bog has been treated to rejuvenance, so he might be of similar age to Liliandra, who is around about a century, or a little less than a century old. So Bog is either older or as old as Liliandra. So... Ooh. One thing, actually, you do actually crit a decent amount with her Krourk, so you kind of get the refill on the combat ability quite often. And I feel like the heavy stubbers all have like a high crit rate, even the Gorgon. Oh my god, just whacked him. In her retinue, inquisitorial retinue, is obviously the Ogryn as her right-hand man, Bog. Ever so reliable. In fact, there's a thing where if she doesn't use her psychic, if she's like used her psychic building up to the point where it's like painful to do it anymore and she needs rest, Bog will literally carry her out of places and she'll shoot over his back as they run. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen that image of your orc barbarian and the halfling like crossbow halfling statue or stand they have on their back. Essentially, it's that, but with an Ogryn. Part of her inquisitorial warband is a guardsman regiment known as the Meriden Sharks, the second Meriden Sharks. They specialize in kind of hit and run, shock troop kind of activities. Their name implies they come from a water death world, hence the name Meridian Sharks. And one of their like tactics is they'll like swim through the plumbing system of a hive city to get to, like, for example, if a traitor, if they suspect a traitor, if they find out a governor is a heretic and they need to get rid of him. Okay, backing up a second. This is really organized. Liliandra's favorite tactic is not to just go full on guns blazing, go to war with if she finds like a governor as a heretic. she'll send in a squad of Meridian sharks to essentially take out, cut the head off the snake without the body of the snake realizing it until it's too late, you know? It's like the Meridian sharks will have, like, essentially swim through the piping, the plumbing of a hive city to get through the governor's home, essentially, and pop out of his shower and murder him. You know what I'm saying? Now you may be saying, oh, but pipes aren't that big. I'm like, if this is 40k, of course they are. Rule of cool applies here. Ooh. Now, however, there are some rumors in the Inquisition of her order, of some more of the conservative members of her ordo have rumors about her having a less than savory member of this war band of hers, her retinue. Ooh. Ooh. And this less than favorable member of her retinue that may or may not exist, that does not exist on any paper, might have a tendency for some less than savory means of purging. Oh shit, I didn't dodge. And for the past 30 years or so, give or take, Terran Standard, she has been essentially hunting down leaders of this heretic cult called the Coven of 1,000 Pleasures, which is a cult that has dedicated themselves to Slanesh, and some of their leaders are traitor Astartes, or renegade traitor Astartes, or former Emperor's children. Well, current Emperor's children, but not a part of the Legion. Or they are part of the Legion, but they're like doing their own thing, you know? You know, I've determined so far that the Krourk is still pretty good. More about the Inquisitor. Oh, there's not much else to say. As I said, I don't have any, like, written. I don't have it really written. It mostly exists in my head. Other members of her, like, personal retinue, like, right, are obviously is like a commander from the Meridian Sharks, known as Kirst. And he's like a classic grizzled old soldier man. Yeah, this is where the Krourk fails exponentially at this longer range. Ooh. And then a felonid from a death world. And a random, like, sniper person she kind of hijacked from a different engagement. Because the Meridian Sharks don't really have too many snipers considering their way of combat. And that guy, that person's name is Zero, and then the Death World felonid cat girl is her name is Cece, and I don't have any art of these people yet, but you know, in due time. This is where the Krourk doesn't shine. Oh, play Ogryn. It's like it's good at mid-range, mid-short range, when the Gorgum is just good at all ranges. Oh, come on. Pull that guy up. Oh my god, get off me. Ouch. Got it. Oh. Yeah, I mean, one day I really should just write down the lore and just, like, actually establish it, because I feel like it'd be fun to do. I have, like, some short stories, quote unquote, that I've kind of, like, started and didn't finish with her. One of them is, like, a short little flavor text thing about, like, a duel with another Inquisitor she had. Or a disagreement, not really a duel. A duel's probably a improper description of what happened. I was swinging on my Zeld thinking it was a flamer. Ouch. I mean, it is a flamer, but not an enemy flamer. Okay, you can release me. Stop. Oh my god. Far too many bombers. Okay, I fired that gun for so long. Yeah, I guess if anyone wants to ask questions about that, just join the Inquisitor lady. Just join the Discord, and I will answer all of them with way more capability to get in, explain in the detail, because it will not be vocal. No, get off there. By the way, the unsavory character is the Night Lord. The Night Lord you see on my starting soon screen, that's him. Now, if you're wondering about his lore, it's quite simple. He really, really hates one of the members of one of the Astartes that are part of this Coven of 1,000 Pleasures, and wants to murder him. And the Inquisitor and him were like, well, the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy, but we can find use of each other for now. So it's essentially like, since Irvan, which is the name of the Night Lord, has the Sinner's Red Hand, this is like his version of atoning. I just punched my mic, I'm sorry. Because Conrad Kurz is obviously dead and can't murder him for him. And them's the beans. Yeah, I'm way better at explaining this stuff over text rather than vocal. Because my brain don't work too good, and I'm also trying to play Darktide at the same time on an Auric level mission. Ow, that fire hurts. Ooh. There's a whole lot of snipers. Bad doggy, no biscuit. Ouch, I didn't dodge. Ouch.
Ammo time. I do not care to voyage through the Immaterium.
Ooh. Zella literally just said, out of sight, out of mind. I choose not to believe in it. Ouch! Oh my goodness. The mutes are just all over me today.
Mess with me! Damn heretics! They will not mess with you. You hear that? A hound! I live to fight on!
I like that the veteran has noises for venting plasma because it probably hurts like a me and the sniper of beef right now. Wow, not a single bullet. Certified Krourk moment. Krourk, you were just getting on my good side too. I mean, it was on my good side this whole time. It's doing all right. It's doing the job I expected it to do. Wanted to yoink the last bit of health there. Quick a little reload here. Now you may be wondering, why did I take that big ammo bag when I was practically full on ammo? Well, because I have an ammo crate. And that's it. Rip. Smush. Excuse me. How did I not take? I guess I feel no pain, but I did not take any fire damage there or health damage. I gotta go give my pal toughness. Ah, fridge. I like that cute little interaction. It's a bit repetitive. I've heard it like a million times, but I like it every time. Ooh. Hey! There we are. Might as well throw it down, right? Yeah, not hitting shit over there. It's just frankly not happening. Ooh. My dinner had broccoli in it, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a tummy rumblers. As in, I'm got the hiccups a little bit. Whew. I'm actually kind of liking the Krourk. Once again, I still don't like it more than the Gorgon. It's definitely not as bad as I thought it'd be. Oh, let me get that ammo. Hello. There we are. Oh! Sorry, I just had to do the thing. No, leave my feet alone, cat. Don't bite me. I swear to God, you have a jingle bell somewhere. I got the cat a little ringing jingle ball that has a little bell in it. And he rolled it around like a couple times, looked at me and wanted me to roll it. And I was like, no, you gotta do it yourself, dude. Alright. Where's the button? There it is. You know, I found all these bullets. Might as well fire. GG's. That was a pretty good one. Ooh-wee. Alrighty. See what the Emperor granted us. Can I rotate this guy at least? Nope. I'm getting scammed. First, the loading screen takes forever. Now I can't even rotate that guy. SMH my goddamn head. There we are. See what the Emperor grants us. Mach 3 bolt cleaver. Nice. Well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother. But you better have brushed your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye.